A little bit over a year. It was like over a year ago where I played it officially, but I stopped playing it for a while because I got griefed, and then I just
Okay.
completely. And I'm streaming right now, so anything that's said. And welcome, folks. Hello. I am
Hey, Joe.
talking about the new server, the Tibia server. I am with Aris,
Yeah.
and we are
Hello.
talking about a new possible server. So tell us, what inspired you about this server?
Um, well, this is going to be our second server. We're Dura Online. We are an
Mm-hmm.
MMORPG. We're we kind of are an old school game. We really have roots in Dungeons and Dragons and video games from the 90s. So this is our second server. The big difference is the goal with this server is fun above all else. And we have about 18 months of gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if you're an average player, so I define average as 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. Um, we have about 18 months of gameplay on Dura Classic. Now, this new server, which we're calling Dura Tournament, the real idea here is again fun above all else, and we're taking that 18 months of gameplay and we're trying to compress it down into a 3 month experience, give or take. So the way we're doing that is we're accelerating the game in a certain way. This server, we're certain rates of, for example, experience or how fast you gain skills, as well as the economy lubrication. So the eco inflow,
Hmm.
how much loot you're getting. So we're accelerating these things a bit, ramping them up where they need it. And what that's going to do is basically make it so again that 18 months of gameplay is 3 months. So instead of having to commit and spend a great deal of time, which a lot of people don't quite have these days. It's allowing a person to say, "Hey, I want to have an adventure, journey, make memories for 3 months, experience everything the game offers." So that's what this does. So roughly, our end game is about level 160 with our newest update that comes out in a couple weeks. So the idea here is that you be level 50 in 2 weeks. After 3 weeks, you're level 60. After 4 weeks, you're 70. At level 100, it would have taken you 2 months, and you're going to be around level 131 at 3 months. Now, again, that's the average player. A person that plays a little bit more than average, maybe he's really competitive. I mean, he's going to be able to
Mm-hmm.
get to level 160 within, a month and a half. So that would be the big thing about what this thing's about. And I like to describe this server as more of an arcade style game. Drop a quarter, you load in, you shoot, you reload. Maybe you die, you respawn, you shoot again. It's designed to be fun gameplay. That's kind of what the server's about. Obviously, beyond that, I mean, it's identical to Dura Classic. It has everything that Dura Classic has. Um, yeah, and then if you want, I can give you a link or two that show a lot of pictures and clips. But yeah, I would say that answers the question in a nutshell.
I think that actually answers most of the stuff. How far along is this server now?
With Dura Classic or the development of the second server?
The second one.
It'll launch November 16th, Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So East Coast Eastern Standard Time, East Coast America. 1 o'clock, the 16th of November.
What do you have in store for the future in content? Is it going to go along the same lines as Tibia 1, or is the DLC going to go further?
So I think around the time you started playing, we had released Ankramon, a
Hmm.
custom update, and then about 8 months ago, we released another update, which was released a lot of new items and mechanics in the game. Um, this a new update, which is essentially Ankramon 2 or the Calabal 2, that'll come out in about somewhere between 7 to like 15 days. And that'll be a fully fledged update, new area, new monsters, new quests. That's the big thing I'd say. There's lots of new quests, lots of new story, lots of new things to explore and figure out.
Hmm.
Um, So what's going to happen is that update will come out, and then a little bit after that, say 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks, no, I should say 3 weeks, 2 weeks, the new server will come out. So that's kind of what we got in store.
Do you have anything special for the PvP players?
Yeah. So the PvP. So I can't remember, Rutger. Do you like PvP?
I like PvP when it's instance, not when it's open world, because there's too much griefing. Like, if you will remember, there was this person named Mandrak who killed me repeatedly and took my stuff and dumped it in the water.
Yeah, I got you. I understand. So this is what I would say. I would actually comment on both the new server, the tournament server, which is and the classic server, the one that you just said you got griefed on. So the new server, it's designed to support a lot of PvP, a lot of fun PvP. Again, that arcade style. The because of the way it is set up, the game settings, you're very resilient as a player. So if you die, it's really not going to hurt that much. It's not going to be inconsequential, but it just won't hurt that much. So you'll be able to die, get killed, fight, and then you kind of get back up and go right back to whatever you want to do, whether that is more fighting or it's going to quest or going to kill monsters. So there will be a lot more PvP, I would say, compared to classic, but it's because the server is able to support that, allowing you to be more resilient. Because a bunch of stuff, you accelerate and climb through the game a lot faster. You also have a lot more economy, capacity to your character. For example, do you remember Realm's Aid, the daily runes? Do you remember that?
I think so.
Okay, well, for example, on this new server, your Realm's Aid will be 2.5 times more. So you'll get 2.5 times more daily runes than on the first server. And then the other thing I'd say is, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you got griefed on the first server. Part of the game, I guess, right? But I will say, since then, you should consider potentially checking Classic back out if you want to get back to exploring. Because I know you definitely didn't get to endgame. Because since then, we've done a lot to cut down on griefers. We don't really have much of a tolerance for it anymore. So if people get griefed and it's reported, we pretty much just ban the person on the spot who does the griefing.
Yeah.
And I think if you talk to some of our community, they would vouch for that. They'd say, yeah, they've kind of cleaned that up. Anyways, that's my thoughts.
Unfortunately, there's a person who tricked me to killing someone, and then they did it just so they could kill me.
Yeah, kind of that banditry behavior.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I don't know. Does this? I guess I could give you. Do you want a link with a bunch of pictures? Would that be good for you? Or no?
I mean, people wanted to know, like, they want to see what kind of stuff you got along, like, maybe see what the server looks like, and like, if it's gonna use the old UI or a new UI, and that kind of stuff, because old clunky UIs are very clunky. And for example, the old EverQuest UI is extremely clunky, and people want to know, like, is it going to be the old style? Is it going to be new style? Is it going to be updated? Is there going to change something? Or what stuff are they going to keep? Are they going to go completely vanilla, or is it going to be updated,
Well, here's what I can tell you. I'll give you 2 links.
Yeah?
That give you some content exposure, so you can kind of see what is, demonstrations.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the first link is a link to our Discord for the media channel, the media section, and that shows you what Dura Classic is doing right now. It certainly shows like some of the newest stuff we've added recently, and then the second link is a kind of an outline of the second server, and it has a lot of pictures and GIFs and clips of what Dura offers, and then it also does break down game settings as well. So with that alone, you have a lot to look at and
Absolutely.
you know, understand. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, so I really appreciate the interview. This was actually quite fun. What I would say is, hopefully it sounds interesting to you. Hopefully it sounds entertaining. Do you think, Retro? Do you think there's a chance you would give it a shot?
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Yeah, because I contacted you because obviously very fond memories of when you were playing. I know a lot of our community loved watching you. You were always, you know, very entertaining to watch, and I do think this server might offer you a whole lot of fun. Yeah. The other thing, yeah. So I guess that's it. I mean, if you're intending to play, I would assume you're gonna stream it a little bit, and if that's the case, that just is super awesome and helpful for us because the more people that we can get to play at the start, the more fun I think it's going to be for the people that do play. So,
when is the beta testing of the new one? I presume there's a beta testing, no?
There's no beta testing.
No?
It's just not necessary. Since if it was our first server, we would, you know, when we did our first server, we alpha tested it and beta tested it. But if it's our second server, like we're very on top of things. The other thing about it is well, I guess that's it really. I was going to say if it was a different game, we could also beta test it, but it's the same. It's the same game just with different settings. So there's not. We'll do internal testing, but not necessary for beta testing. But yeah, as I said, the launch is going to be November 16th, a Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern. So. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't want to monopolize your time here. I'm sure you got stuff you want to do in terms of your stream, but I don't know if you have any other questions. But yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell.
I'm running out of stuff to ask actually, but I think right now the best I could do is to try out the old server a little bit and see what I get out of it, and then comparison with new one to see what's different.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. I mean if you think that could be fun for you in your stream, I think that's awesome. Because I do think, like I said, I think you'll see a lot less griefing. Not saying it's going to be non-existent, but it should be less. And if you see it, and if other people see it and it's reported, we will deal with it. And then that way, yeah, you'll be able to explore what Dura Classic offers, and that'll kind of give you a strong window into what the new server is going to do in 35 days. I think that's it.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for thank you for your time.
All right, very cool, man. Yeah, I'm happy we were able to meet up. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. But,
we'll be working like Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be funny if you actually start playing again a little bit, whether on Classic or the season. Like you said, maybe in Classic first. I know a lot of people are gonna get. It's gonna bring a smile to their face. I'm telling you. So many people reach out to me like, "Who is this guy? He's awesome. He's so funny."
I had people who came in. They repeatedly asked, "Hey, when are you gonna play Dura? When are you gonna play Dura? We miss you in Dura."
That's what I'm thinking. So, yeah, it's great to hear. All right, cool. Well, I should jet. I have plenty of work to do. Get this all together. Unless you have other questions or things you want to run by me. Yeah.
I will leave it here because I cannot think of any more questions right now.
Okay. Cool. Well, if you think of anything, you can shoot me a message in our DM. You have access to our website, and do you want me to give? I don't remember. Do you have access to our website and access to our Discord, or do you need me to give that to you?
I have access to the Discord and the website. I haven't used them in a very long time, though.
Okay. Well, it should be pretty straightforward, but yeah, if you reach any any complications, you just let me know, okay?
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. I guess I'm gonna get out of here. Anything else for you?
That's it, actually. I
Perfect.
am going to put this on YouTube and see what bites.
Sounds great, man. Sounds great. Yeah. Well, like I said, if anything comes up, reach out. Besides that, thank you very much for your time. And yeah, I hope you do give the new seasonal server a try. But I also hope you give our current server a try, like you said, because I do think you'll have a lot of fun. But yeah, that's it for me.
Wait a
I'll catch
minute.
you.
It says heroism. I didn't know this. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's a new system. I think we put that in like a little bit more than a year ago, maybe, or a little bit less. A lot of new stuff. Good stuff. Alright.
Alright, man. I guess I'll have to test out more stuff. I'll see ya.
Yeah, and you know about our community. If you're in Dura, like, you remember being inside. When
Oh,
you're
yeah.
in the game, if you go into the English chat or the support chat and you just ask questions, people will be very helpful and tell you anything you want to know. Yeah?
Yes, for sure. They're different.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
Cool. Alright. Alright, cool. Anything else?
No. Can't think of anything else. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at the thing here. I'm looking at through all the little things like the quest systems. I remember the quest system. It was very simple that you have to know, but there wasn't even like a quest where you just give an item in, and after that you didn't even get a text, and you just got an item back, and it was hidden in a corner somewhere.
Well, yeah, the game's really old. The game temperament and design and approach is very old school. Does not hold your hand, which we definitely think is a good thing.
I like the little hidden alcoves and places that encourage you to explore.
Yep, I would agree. I'm a big fan. Let me think. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, our quest system, as you said. Yeah, I would agree with what you said. It's Yeah. It kind of there's fetch quests, but there's also a lot of other stuff that's not a fetch quest. Yeah, it's not what you would be accustomed to, I guess, in the most modern of MMOs. Like I say, it's a bit more old school. It frankly, it asks a bit more from the player, which is a good thing. Yeah, I mean, dang, dude. Yeah, I can't wait if you start playing again. That would be so cool to watch. I would definitely have it on while I work. Like I said, we all like to watch them. It's super entertaining.
All right, I am going to end this phone call, and then I am going to end my stream and then put this up.
Sounds good, man. Have a great day.
You too, man.
And catch you. If you need anything, you can message me.
And there we go, guys. So this is all the information on the server. This is for a new Dura server, guys. A brand new Dura server. And welcome in Inuyasha guy. Welcome in Raven. Sorry about that. Daniel, welcome in. Let me shout you guys out. Oh wait, did I do it? Wow. Actually, there we go. Thank you guys. I will be right back, and I am going to be back with the stream.